waffe omulungi ali ne fact files yuki nga bulijjo tutegeeza guno omukutu gwa byabusuubuzi na byanfuna gulondola ebyenfuna byonna nga ebitambula mu ggwanga naddala ku nsonga z'omusuubuzi munnansi ali wano mu Uganda, ngeri ki gyanyigirizibwamu, nkola ki ezimunyigiriza, oba oliawo na nkola ki ezaligwanidde okukyusibwamu. Omulundi guno nga The Fact Files UG njagala okusaba kusaba nti subscribe ate tusobole okuba nga tweyongerayo. Subscribe and you share with your friends okulaba nga ate nabo tebasubwa mukisa guno oguli olunaku olwaleero. Erinnya Titus Jemba nga bulijjo webale nnyo baidira gumunaffe atugoberera. Olunaku olwaleero tuleese ki? Tuleese ekitongole ekivunanyizibwa ku bibalo mu ggwanga Ubos. Kinajjukirwa nti sabbiiti ewedde ku lunaku lwali lwakunange ennaku z'omwezi 3 omwezi guno gwennyini gwe tulimu, ekitongole Ubos kyavaayo ne kirangirira ebyo ekyali kimaze okukuŋŋaanya okusinziira ku ebyo ekyakuŋŋaanya mu kubala abantu okwaliwo mu mwezi ogwokutaano omwaka guno. Okusinziira ku byafuluma byalaga nti Uganda erimu bannansi oba abantu obukadde 45 mu emitwalo 9 era nga bakunukkiriza okuwera obukadde 46. N'ebirala ebyasinga okuvaayo gwe muwendo gw'abantu abali mu ggwanga okusinziira ku mawanga gaabwe nga bagamba nti Uganda yesinga abantu abangi ku bukadde 7 ne kuddirirwako Abanyankole ku bukadde 5 ne kuddako Abasoga obukadde 3 n'abalala bwe bati ne bajja nga bagoberera. Wabula ekimu ku byasinga okuleetawo okwebuuza oba okubuusabuusa ebibalo by'abakulu bano gwe muwendo gw'Abagisu, Abasoga n'amawanga amalala nga Abasoga bagamba nti omuwendo ogwababwebwa si gwe mutuufu ate nga n'Abagisu bagamba nti nedda ng'omuwendo ogwabwe si gwe gwali ogwo nti bo bali bakkiriza nti basingakaawo. Jjukira nti abakulu ba Ubos mu kusooka baatugamba nti omuwendo gwali gusse okuva ku muwendo ogwaliwo okubala okwasembayo mu 2014. Wabula Abagisu n'amawanga amalala gasigala geemulugunya. N'ensonga endala yali ku ddiini oba ku nzikiriza ez'enjawulo nga Abakatuliki bagamba nedda ffe tetunnakkako, n'Abakristaayo nga kyekimu bagamba tetunnakkako, Abalokole bagamba mwatuseera, Omusiraamu agamba nti omulokole atusinga atya. Embeera eyo yonna yonna yaleetawo okukuba ebituli mu kitongole kya Ubos naddala ku nkola yaayo ey'emirimu era byebizze birabikira mu mawulire okuvya ddala ku lunaku ebintu bino lwe byafuluma. Wabula olunaku olwaleero Ssenkulu w'ekitongole Ubos Dr. Mikiza asazeewo n'ayita bannamawulire okwongera okuttaanya oba okugezaako okubayaamu nabo ku lipooti yaabwe gye baakuŋŋaanya ey'awamu ey'ebibalo mu ggwanga. Wabula okusinziira ku bibuuzo ebimubuuziddwa bannamawulire ab'enjawulo, njagala okutegeeza nti Dr. Mikiza Ssenkulu w'ekitongole Ubos alabisenga badde avudde mu mbeera era ebigambo bye tebibadde tebinyuma bw'osinziira ku ngeri gy'abadde anukulamu ebibuuzo ebibadde bimubuuzibwa. Ono atuse n'okutegeeza nti ye talina gy'alaga, tayinza kulekulira kuva mu kifo kye wadde nga bangi bali eyo bagezaako okumwagaliza okumugoba nga Ssenkulu wa KCCA bwe bamugoba gye buvuddeko. Ategeezezza nti nedda ensobi zikolebwa buli muntu. Wabula ebisingawo njagala ate tugoberere mpolampola era mulabe Dr. Mikiza ng'agezaako okutangaza ku bibalo kyekyaleeta ebizibu, kyekyaleeta ebituli mu bibalo byabwe na lwaki ensobi ezo zaakolebwa ate nga baweebwa omusimbi omungi ennyo okulaba nga batambuza okubala abantu mu bulungi bwabwe.
What I'm trying to say is that errors are made every day. In your homes you make a lot of mistakes. When you hear a journalist talking, you think this is a very perfect person. This is where you find utopia. No. So I'm not resigning. I'm still serving in my country I love. And I'm one of the best statisticians, by the way. And actually, that question summarizes all this about in the press. It is Mikiza, everybody's on Mikiza's neck. It started long ago, you know. So why are you wasting time saying wrong data? Why don't you say this, what this man is like? Why are you passing behind that? Yeah? We have told you that the numbers that we got in 2024 are perfect. That is the census I was responsible for. The figures for 2014 are perfect. The only problem was at the final reporting, and nobody actually from the personnel doing supervisors, we had reviewers, nobody saw it. The population of Achiga was swapped with that of Ajisu. Because when they show you they are all like together. Acholi and Langiz, that's all. And that's a human error. And because of that, it dents the credibility of the census report. We need to tie up as a country. We need to tie up, otherwise it shall become a laughing stock. Release date. Yes, we still have December as our day when the thematic reports will come, and then the very final. We have a roadmap. What did you expect in provisional results? What were you expecting in provisional results? What does provisional mean after preliminary? Since you people are very learned, you don't make mistakes, you understand our roadmap. So we shall still come back in December, or we shall have a final report with thematic reports explaining all other, the way the indicators have behaved. The other report is a simple report, and there's a lot of data that we have not even given you. And I want to tell you, journalists, that don't expect another census in Uganda until 2034. So whatever you write, you should know that this is the data you live with. Whether you hate the head of that institution or not, but this is the data that you got from where? From the people. And accounting. And accounting happens everywhere. I want you to tell me a country that did a census and counted everybody. Which one? Yes? Which one? Sorry? No, I've asked comparisons. Which country has conducted a census and covered everybody who was in that house on the census night? Why don't you make research and tell me this country? You first start with our neighbors. They have all done the census. What was their coverage? Secondly, you know the problem we are saying, people resisting being counted. There were so many accounts. Many were arrested, others were even arraigned in court. So, an account happens, and the undercount, one person said, yesterday told me, but I was not counted. I asked her, had they counted you, would you change the total fertility rate? Would you change the total fertility rate that every woman in childbearing age can produce 1 to 4.2 children? If we had been counted, do you change the life expectancy indicator? There is more than the total count in census. Would you change the literacy rate that we have counted you? We have not counted you. You have so many PhDs. Relative rate is 73. If we include you, it will reach 100 or 80. The United States of America did a census in 2020. Their coverage was 73%. USA. So whoever statistician general will come and tell you I did 100%, he will be lying himself. Secondly, those who said they were not done, they found they had been counted. You know, we were writing, there are so many writings on the gates or on the door. If you have been counted, they would write the number E. E meaning what? Enumerated. If the house is vacant, it would be a number V. If the house is pending and the enumerated list, it would be P. So go back to your door and see what was written there. Go back and tell me that they wrote E when you are not there. Assurance that errors would not be found elsewhere. For us, we have done our level best. When I was writing my PhD thesis, which I wrote for 3 years, and even the examiners checked it. The supervisors and examiners, one of my external supervisors was from Oxford University. But now when you read it, you find errors there. You find errors there. What matters is to get the error and acknowledge it. We are not cowards to say, I remember I found you at Ghana, Mr. Wandel. I told you, Ujisu's population was given to Wachiga. Because Wajisu were fewer, and now the population of Wachiga down 100%. The Wajisu, they contracted because the population of Wachiga, which was 2 million, over 2 million, they naturally. And that's the error. Why are you asking what error exactly happened? And why are you interested in who did it and do what? You bring that person to sit square and shoot that person or what? How many of you journalists would have been shot by your MDs? Even from here, you're going to make similar mistake. Yes. Somebody wrote, and it was a big header by the Uganda's population, 49.5. You remember that? It was 45.9. You gave us again 5 million more. And you are quoting a report. Your editor immediately apologized and wrote cancel because we didn't carry it on. Because we knew this can happen. Yes, but the simulation survey, as I told you, was conducted by an independent group. Before Thursday, I asked them. They said they are still finalizing, so the report will come. And we shall compare it with what we have given you. In any case, the final report, the thematic report that comes in December, will take care of what the post-simulation survey you have told us. I've already talked about resignation, so I have bad news for you and for my enemies. Who have been hunting me since I was about to become ED. You don't know that story? Then 2021, Mikiza must go. He's a thief, he has stolen all the money. They failed to pin Mikiza. Because I'm an authentic man, I'm an authentic leader. And you should know that I'm doing a service. It's a calling. So I'm very happy that that lady, gave us a motive of all this statement in the press. Mikiza must resign. I knew. And the news are going to say that he refused to resign. Why should I resign? What have I done? Tell me, what have I done? That an officer erroneously switched the numbers that you all know. And therefore Mikiza must go? This is ridiculous. But your 5-year child, if you had given him information, maybe he answered. But now for you, what is missing in the record is perhaps your age and others, but your child may be knowing by the way. They know birthdays. And the child may know your level of education, but you may not answer your mental questions. Whether you have difficulty in sleeping, whether you see things, your child. So, no, but it's for real. Because they asked my wife, and she said, but how can I know that this man sees things when I'm not seeing them? So when I went back, I had to recall the enumerator to interview me. So, and the sample, the people who responded to those other questions that you failed to answer because you are away, is large enough to give us population estimates that people are psychologically, who are in psychological distress, is this percentage. The population is not 100, but of course, but at least your child knows you, may even be knowing what you do, knows your age, could even be knowing your tribe. And that's what we are doing in the institution. When you sit down, there are households that there are people who are in institutions, the voting population, accommodation, barracks, where we are only interested in the what? In the count. You wouldn't go deeper. So I am sure if they found your son there, you are in the record. And if you want to verify, Vincent, can you go with that man to Ubos and check in the database?
The one of the son is here.
It's you. I thought it was you.
It's another case, but kind of related to his.
Hey, you can check. If you found that the child was, you'll be surprised, by the way. Even though Uganda had told us that they have not been counted, but when I showed him the picture, where his son and the children were seated answering, he said, hey, I was counted. So there are very, very people who think they are not counted, but they are counted.
Ngera bw'owulira Dr. Chris Mikiza bw'ageza kwongera okutangaza kati nno gwe abadde ayagala okwongera okukkaanya oba okuwuliriza emboozi y'omwami ono ayongedde mu maaso n'ategeeza nti abasoga kubanga ababadde bamubuuza bakkaatiriza nnyo nti abasoga bazaala nnyo osimanya waliwo eggwanga limu mu famire mu busoga omusajja alina abakazi 8 kitegeeza abaana bangi. Dr. Chris Mikiza byonna byanukudde agamba nti omusajja okubeera n'abakazi 8 tekitegeeza nti alina okwongeza nti omuwendo gwabwe kuba okuva ku bukadde 3 gulina okulinnya okusingako awo nti era abakazi be 8 n'abaana be yazaala bakyali mu bukadde 3 n'ebisingako awo. Dr. Chris Mikiza akyagenda mu maaso n'okutunyonnyola. Subscribe ate gabana tugende mu maaso n'okulanga.
Now, Basoga, what's wrong with Basoga? Somebody saying that it was Basoga. What's wrong with Basoga? Are they not human beings? But and it is in Basoga. We know, by the way, that there is a family in Basoga that had 68 children. And how many wives? Is it 68 or 130? 168. We took 5 days counting that family. But even if you have 100 children, you cannot improve the national average of household size of 4.3. Because our families is 1, others are 1 member household, etc. And you can see the population of, bring back the other population of Soga. What is the other slide, Vincent? The one which looked to be in published form. Basoga, 3.7 million. Do you know what 3.7 million means? They expect to be what? 10? Because they have people with many wives. 3.7 million. So, although you can be large, but there are those with 1 or what. So, Busoga was counted very well, and the good news is that the DCCRs were people from there. They took care of them. We even had a Professor Makerere in Mayuge supervising. She gave me a good report and so forth. And you saw the man swimming in Uyende. When I asked him, he said, I wanted to reach that household because I feared that they would be left out. He came here. So Busoga was counted very well. Any other question? Helen, you are about to go. What's wrong with the numerator? I don't understand that question.
The one with 5 years.
No, but even 5 years, you are 5 years old. Make a mistake and leave a key with the vehicle there. And you see. They are not like us who start thinking when you are 12. These kids are old. So, Wandela, you said what? Your first question was that you are my friend, but...
I was just trying to clarify that journalists should not be so much beaten for voting that we made some errors.
No, we have not beaten you because we know you are a social man. A human being who claims that is perfect. You have a lot of mental issues to deal with. I told you about Monitor and the editor called Taboo. He called and said, we are sorry. And we kept quiet, but we told you are sorry, it was a miss-swapping, you are stuck on it. You are making the country not, you analyze this report and talk about these other indices, how they are moving. I would have been interested in you talking about the enrollment rate and the completion rates. Those who enter primary school at the right age and finish P7. That's where the real statistics is. Completion rates, the net enrollment. Then there's also gross. You should also be talking about crude death rates. You should be talking about those people who have clean access to clean water. That report you are bashing has very important. I was happy when I saw journalists asking the PS agriculture about agriculture and food security. That's the discussion, that's where you should go. Forget about Wajis, they grew. They knew their numbers of 2014 and they have seen the 2024. So you should say, hey, there is a point. In fact, my worry was when I started hearing, I said maybe there is a problem in 2024, but it was just a transposition problem. Okay? So those very important indicators are the ones we should look at. But as soon as we get other feedback, because some of you have read, we shall check through and return the report to you. And then wait for the final one in December. Any other questions that I have not answered? Have I raised more controversies? And I know the media likes me, but they also want to pray. They want to pray by the detractors. Be objective in reporting. If you see something, report, you say, by the way, what is that's why I like Giles. He said, but the Basoga and Akiriza are finished there. I said, how? I told him, let me look through the data, and he also quickly said so.
Amyuka omukulu w'ekitongole kino ki Uganda Bureau of Statistics omwami Dr. Fred Vincent Senono naye wabula ye mu kwogera kwe bambi alazeemuko obunyeekaavu ku byafuluma era n'asaba bannamawulire oba olyawo ebiseera ebimu okugezaako okukwatagana nabo bulungi era asabye bannamawulire okulekeraawo okumala gafulumya bibalo okugezaako okusasamaza ggwanga. Omukulu Dr. Fred Vincent Senono ng'ono y'amyuka Ssenkulu w'ekitongole kino ki Ubos agamba nti bannamawulire twalibadde tukolagana nammwe mu butereevu era ye ku lulwe yeetondedde eggwanga olw'ebibala ebyavaayo oba olyawo ebyalimu okubuusabuusa wabula n'ategeeza nti byonna byamaze okuterezebwa era eggwanga lisigale nga lyesiga Ubos. Dr. Vincent kagende maaso n'okutunyonyi.
We have not produced any new figure apart from what was published. You can, I know Monitor has already published, check and validate that actually there is no new figure Ubos have brought on board. This is something members need to note, that error is what? Human. And as Ubos, the principle of official statistics is that when you note an error, you call the public and inform them about that what? Error. Otherwise, if we are not the office, would have kept quiet and don't mention about it. So there are also other tribes. I'm not going to go through all of them, but what I wanted to know, the major problem was that we have all the tribes. Members, for us as a bureau, we report what we have formed. Members, we report what the statistics say. Why? Because we did not sit in one place and say Baganda like this. The data kept on accumulating from day 1 until day 17. There was an issue of tribe and religion. And I want to take this opportunity to show you that it was not true that the population of some tribes reduced, as we have an error which caused this swap. It was only 4 tribes among all the tribes. There was a switch, interchange of those in 2014, and it is important that you understand that actually the 2024 data set did not change anything. Members, it is important to note that we have not changed any figure. For those who have internet, you can Google and look at 2014 population and housing census results indicated differently. So allow me to show you those figures and then later allow Betty to explain more.
Webale nnyo webalire eddala gwe akyekuumidde ku mukutu, nsaba obubaka obwo obutambuliza eddala obutuuseeko n'oyo abaali tasobodde kubufuna ng'osharinga link eya The Fact Files UG. Subscribe ate omala osharinga eri munno ate naye oluvannyuma omusaba asubscribinge lutu eddako oleme kumugabirako bugabizi wabula naye abeere ng'agoberera obutereevu. Ezo ze zimu ku nsonga za Ubos nga bwe zizze ziba ate era nga nkusaba tugenda sigala mu maaso tulondoola ebyo byennyini biki ebituufu ebyavaayo. Ebintu Ubos bye yaleeta ddala byali bituufu. Abakulu batugamba nti bamaze okwesortinga era ebituufu bamaze okubiteeka ku mmeeza naye nga ddala ge mazima era byo byebituufu. Ye tukkirize tutya nti ate kati byo byebituufu nga naye baali bafulumya ebyali bimu okubuusabuusa era baatugamba byebituufu. Kati katulinde tulabe, tugenda sigala tugoberera, tugenda sigala tukuŋŋaanya amawulire gano ku The Fact Files UG, tugenda kuba bina tubikutuusaako. Subscribe webale kwekuumira ku The Fact Files UG ku lw'ebyobusuubuzi n'ebyenfuna.